man. That's what I'm talking about. 29 points, baby. The Maulers came to play. I love this squad. I love wearing that Frisco blue, and I love beating the Eagles. But you know what feels even better? Sticking it to the Rollers. They've got Dak, Swift, and Taylor lined up thinking they're going to make a comeback. Nah, not on my watch. We set the tone early, and we're not letting up. Maulers are rolling, and we're going to keep rolling, just like my Giants crushing the Eagles, man. That's what winning looks like. Let's go!
Well, folks, grab your fedoras and fasten those chin straps, because we've got a real barn burner brewing this weekend. It's Kelly's Roast Beef taking on the Bowery Boys, a gridiron tussle that's got more sizzle than a steak on Saturday night. Gibson's boys are strutting in with grit, gumption, and a heap of moxie, after Jalen Hurts cooked up 20 points of razzle-dazzle early. But don't count out Brecken's Bowery Boys, led by that cool cat Jordan Love and the ever-dashing Christian McCaffrey. These fellas have pep in their step and fire in their bellies. It's brawn versus brains, beef versus bravado, and when that final whistle blows, we'll see who's got the stones to call themselves kings of the fantasy gridiron.
Death March. The more you tighten your grip, the more fantasy matchups will slip through your fingers. Freedom's Death March stands proud with 15 on the board. Yes, a mere underdog by your bloated standards, but don't underestimate the force that drives them. A.J. Brown has already struck for 80 yards, and Jamar Chase and Breece Hall are waiting like twin blaster bolts in the dark. As for the Manhattan Muggers, Mahomes may be your golden idol, but I've got a bad feeling about this. A chain's speed may flash like a pod racer, yet one stumble and the whole empire trembles. So listen well, Jabba. The force will be with Freedom's Death March, always. And would someone please get this big walking carpet out of my way before kickoff?
Hear me now. The clash of titans upon the fantasy gridiron. From the north rides the Big Punishers, unbeaten at 5-0, wielding the arm of Justin Herbert and the fury of Josh Jacobs. Across the battlefield crouches Mr. T's Tigers, hungry and defiant, led by the cunning Baker Mayfield and the claws of Keenan Allen. The Punishers' iron shields of balance and depth meet the Tigers' feral speed and relentless bite. The odds favor the Punishers by a razor's edge, 112-111. Yet in this arena of warriors, destiny bows to no numbers. The Punishers suffer their first defeat.
Somewhere deep in the NFL's algorithmic underworld, two teams, the Weggies Wolves and the Boilermakers, have been trapped at 1-4, losing week after week. Coincidence? Or something more sinister? Their quarterbacks keep disappearing into digital shadows, projections glitching just as victory nears. Darnold's passes vanish like classified documents, while Fields' touchdowns get erased from the record, unseen forces balancing the scales. If there's a deep fantasy state, rigging the outcome, the truth is out there buried somewhere in the CBS fantasy servers. The Wolves are projected underdogs, the Boilermakers, slight favourites. But in this conspiracy, nobody wins. They're both prisoners of the code.
In a league where glamour meets grit, two fantasy titans take the field. On one side, snickering stands, led by the cool and calculated S. Helinski, all business, no mercy. Projected at a sizzling 100 points, they're the favorites to strike. On the other, Suck My Ditka, managed by the daring Bernardoni, a 2-3 underdog squad fighting to flip the script, with Saquon Barkley surprisingly already crapping the bed. Montgomery and Adams bring the firepower for Stan, while Krosky Merritt and Egbuka line up for Suck My Ditka, looking to make it a street fight. Who will strut away in slow motion under the fireworks, and who'll go up in smoke? This Sunday, it's glamour, grit, and gridiron justice, and snickering stands who solves the case.
Turn that stupid camera off.